Hello, everyone. This is Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein, your host of Chronicles of a Mompreneur, which you can find on chroniclesofimompreneur.com. You can also find me on Facebook. Just search for Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein. And you can find me on YouTube under Elizabeth P.W. That's Elizabeth P.W. So this week I want to talk to you about a concept that I've been kind of playing around with in my head for a while. Really, it's what's the difference between all of us and the people who have done amazing things with their lives, whether it's being on TV, whether it's being famous, whether it's writing a book, being recognized as a huge person in your industry, or financial achievement, building a gigantic business. What's the difference between all of those people and everybody else? And what I'm finding is it's not that those people are more talented. It's not that they are smarter, really. It's not that they have more information than you or they know some secret thing. It's that they are willing to take personal risks. They're willing to put themselves out there. They're willing to take the risk of criticism and do things that are incredibly scary, even though it scares them to death. And what I call that in my life is the vomit factor. Okay, so if I'm making a choice of should I do this new thing, how should I go about doing this thing, and look at all the different choices laid out for me, there's always one or two of those choices that make me scared to death, that make me just, the idea of doing them is horribly scary. It makes me just want to throw up, the vomit factor. And that is the right choice. That is the right decision. Now, I'm not talking about financial risk here. Not necessarily. I'm not talking about jump off a bridge kind of risk. I'm talking about personal risk, the risk that people are going to criticize you, that you might look bad, that you might see yourself and think bad about it. That's what I'm talking about, that risk when you put yourself out there to the world. So for me, it was writing my book. The idea that this book is like there forever and people can read it and criticize it and put their reviews on Amazon.com just was incredibly scary for me. Having a radio show, incredibly scary to do this live show. If I said something stupid, it's recorded for all time. People are hearing it. I can't redo it. That was very scary in the beginning. Now those things are kind of old hat. So now I'm looking on to the next level. To give you a really specific example, when I've been working on choosing the cover of my book, a lot of people said, you should have your face on the cover of that book. And I was like, no, that's scary, that's scary, scary. I mean, I didn't say it's scary. I said, no, here's all these, reasons why I shouldn't have my name face on the cover of the book. What really came down to it was because it was scary to me. Because the idea of my face being on there was like I'm saying that I'm a famous person or something. As such, that's the exact thing I should do. I mean, even just getting this haircut, that's this kind of cool hip haircut, it was like, whoa, this is kind of a scary haircut. It's like, okay, that's the exact haircut I should choose. The thing that's going to take me up to that next level. The same thing with being on TV. To be on TV is very scary for me. One way I'm getting used to it is by doing videos like this, is to help me get ready for being on television. But that's one of the things that I'm pursuing because it is so scary. Same thing with live events. That's something that I'm pursuing the next year and a half, because live events are scary for me, both financially and also in the putting myself out there. So as you're looking at all the things that you're doing with your business and in your personal life and in your personal growth, I challenge you, when you're looking at those choices, to pick the thing that scares you to death, to choose that vomit factor, that activity, that, speaking of engagement when you're scared to death of speaking in public, whether it's, quitting your job and starting your new business, whether it's doing a blog and putting yourself out there, writing a book, whatever it is that scares you to death, that makes you want to just vomit, that is the thing you should be doing. So until next time, this is Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein, your host of Chronicles of a Mompreneur. You can find us at chroniclesofimompreneur.com. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. I'm all over the place. And you can also find this channel on YouTube, which is Elizabeth P.W. So on YouTube, we're Elizabeth P.W. Until next time, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.